The air at Roland Garros was electric today, charged with the kind of anticipation that only the biggest matches can create. The city of Paris seemed to hold its breath, as if it too sensed that something extraordinary was about to unfold on its famous red clay. Court Philippe Chatrier, the beating heart of French tennis, was transformed into a grand stage for a monumental showdown. Every inch of the stadium radiated excitement, with fans from around the world gathering to witness history in the making. It was the women's singles semifinal, and everyone in attendance knew this would be a match to remember. The energy in the stands was contagious, with cheers and applause echoing long before the first serve. Two of the best players in the world stood ready, their eyes locked in fierce determination. The legendary clay courts, known for testing every ounce of a player's skill and resolve, waited in silence for the first ball to be struck. Iga Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka, rivals at the very peak of their powers, were set to clash for a coveted place in the French Open final. Their rivalry had grown with every encounter, and now the stakes were higher than ever. Swiatek, already crowned the Queen of Clay by many, was determined to extend her reign and add another chapter to her legacy. On the other side of the net, Sabalenka, the powerful world #1, was hungry to prove herself on this surface and silence any remaining doubters. The stakes were sky-high, with pride, legacy, and a shot at the title all on the line. The weather was perfect. Clear blue skies and warm sunshine bathed the stadium, making the red clay glow. The stands were packed to the brim, and anticipation buzzed through the crowd like electricity. This was more than just a semifinal. It was a final before the final, a battle between two titans whose rivalry had captured the imagination of tennis fans everywhere. Their contrasting styles promised a classic for the ages. Swiatek's relentless defense, tactical variety, and clay court mastery set against Sabalenka's raw power, aggressive baseline play, and fearless shot-making. Every rally was destined to be a test of will and skill. Fans and experts alike were unanimous. This was the match of the tournament, the one everyone had circled on their calendars. The buzz in the air was undeniable, with commentators and analysts debating who would come out on top. Every seat was filled, every eye fixed on the court, and every heart beating just a little bit faster as the players took their positions. This was not just a match. It was a story of skill, power, and heart. The world was watching, from the packed stands in Paris to millions of fans glued to their screens across continents, all united by the drama about to unfold. The battle was about to begin, and everyone knew they were about to witness something unforgettable. Iga Swiatek entered the arena with a calm, almost meditative focus, her eyes fixed on the red clay beneath her feet. Every movement in her pre-match ritual was deliberate, a sign of her meticulous preparation and mental strength. As the defending champion and a true clay court specialist, Swiatek carried the weight of expectation. She had already etched her name into Roland Garros history, but the hunger for more was evident in her every gesture. She was aiming for her fourth consecutive French Open final, an extraordinary feat that would further cement her legacy among the sport's greats. Swiatek's aggressive baseline game, highlighted by her signature heavy topspin forehand, makes her a nightmare for any opponent on clay. Her ability to dictate rallies and control the tempo is unmatched. Her movement and defense are nearly impenetrable, gliding across the clay with effortless speed. Swiatek's tactical variety, mixing in drop shots, angles, and sudden changes of pace, keeps even the best guessing. Across the net stood Aryna Sabalenka, the world #1, radiating confidence and determination. Sabalenka's presence alone signaled a fierce challenge. Sabalenka's game is built on raw power. Her booming serves and explosive forehands can overwhelm any opponent. She's fearless, attacking early in rallies and refusing to back down. She dictates play with precision, using her aggressive baseline play to push her rivals deep behind the baseline, always looking for the opportunity to finish points quickly. Her serve and return are major weapons, often setting the tone for the entire match. Sabalenka's ability to attack second serves puts constant pressure on her opponents. She's also added improved net play to her arsenal, making her an even more complete and unpredictable threat on the court. Sabalenka's intensity is unmistakable. Her desire to claim her first French Open title burns in every fist pump and every determined glance. This was their first ever meeting at Roland Garros, adding another layer of intrigue and anticipation to an already electric atmosphere. Both players brought their absolute best, fully aware that only one would earn the right to play for the championship. The stakes could not have been higher. The contrast in styles, Swiatek's clay court mastery versus Sabalenka's raw, relentless power, set the stage for a dramatic and unpredictable showdown. Every rally promised a clash of strengths, with Swiatek's precision and movement facing off against Sabalenka's aggression and force. The stakes had never been higher, with the coveted French Open trophy gleaming in the background, a symbol of glory and legacy. The crowd, buzzing with excitement, braced for a battle that would be remembered for years to come. The first set exploded with intensity. Right from the opening point, it was clear that neither player was willing to give an inch. Both players traded deep, powerful ground strokes, sending the ball skidding across the red clay with incredible pace and precision. Every point was fiercely contested, the crowd silent in suspense, then erupting in applause as rallies reached their dramatic conclusions. Long rallies, some stretching over 20 shots, showcased not only their athleticism and determination, but also their mental toughness and tactical awareness. Swiatek's movement and sliding on clay were flawless, her footwork allowing her to chase down every ball, while Sabalenka's raw power kept her opponent pinned deep behind the baseline. The contrast of styles was on full display. Swiatek's agility and anticipation against Sabalenka's relentless aggression and heavy hitting. Early breaks of serve showed both were attacking relentlessly, refusing to let the other settle into any rhythm. Swiatek's disguised drop shots and clever positioning earned her crucial points, catching Sabalenka off guard and forcing her to cover every inch of the court. Sabalenka's forehand fired winners from all angles, but Swiatek's defense absorbed the pressure, retrieving seemingly impossible balls and turning defense into attack. The tension peaked at 5-all, with both players locked in a mental and physical battle, neither willing to blink first. Swiatek held serve under immense pressure, then pressed Sabalenka with aggressive returns, pushing her to the very edge. After a series of brilliant points, Swiatek broke to take the set 7-5, her fist pump signaling a hard-fought advantage. The crowd erupted. She had the early advantage, and the energy in the stadium soared as fans sensed the significance of the moment. It was a set defined by grit and skill, with both players pushing each other to their absolute limits. Swiatek's composure under pressure made the difference, her calm focus never wavering even in the tightest moments. The battle was far from over. Both players exchanged determined glances, knowing the match was still wide open. Both players knew the next set would be crucial, with everything still to play for and the promise of more drama to come. Sabalenka responded to losing the first set with renewed aggression. She amped up her power, hitting closer to the lines and serving with greater accuracy. Her forehand became a weapon, and she dictated play from the baseline. Sabalenka broke Swiatek's serve twice, attacking relentlessly and finishing points at the net. Swiatek fought hard, but Sabalenka's level was too high. Sabalenka took the second set 6-3, leveling the match. The crowd roared. This semifinal was living up to the hype. One set would decide it all. The third set was a test of nerves and stamina. Both players, visibly tired, pushed through with incredible determination. Rallies grew longer, the quality never dipped, and every point felt decisive. Swiatek mixed heavy topspin with clever slices, keeping Sabalenka off balance. Sabalenka answered with powerful drives and sharp angles, pressing for a break. Each service game was a battle, the score inching forward. The crowd was on edge, sensing the magnitude of the moment. It was a mental and physical war. Who would blink first? At 4-all in the third, tension peaked. Swiatek faced 2 breakpoints but saved both with fearless play. After a marathon game, she held serve. The crowd erupted. At 5-all, Swiatek attacked Sabalenka's serve, earning a breakpoint and converting with a stunning forehand. Now serving for the match at 6-5, Swiatek faced fierce resistance. Sabalenka saved match points, refusing to surrender. But on the next chance, Swiatek hit a brilliant backhand passing shot. The ball landed in. She had won. The final score, 7-5-3, 6-7-5. The stadium exploded in celebration. Iga Swiatek raised her arms in triumph, her 4th straight French Open final secured. She smiled at the crowd, her joy unmistakable. This match was an instant classic, a showcase of elite women's tennis. Swiatek's defense, tactical variety, and mental strength proved decisive. Sabalenka's power and heart pushed her to the limit. Both players delivered a performance for the ages. Swiatek's journey in Paris continues, her legend on clay growing. Sabalenka, though defeated, showed she can challenge the very best. Their rivalry is one of tennis's finest, and the future looks bright. The world witnessed a battle of champions.